guys, welcome back everybody. This is another episode of the Reality Twins, and I'm Lexi.
I'm Stephanie.
And we're headed into another week of Bachelor in Paradise. Ooh, this episode was pretty good. What did you think, Stephanie, overall?
I really liked it. Anything's better than last week. I don't care if Demi likes boys or girls. They spent too much fucking time on Demi and Christian's relationship, and I don't even know why she's been allowed to stay, because no one else would have been allowed to stay. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, if there were like more like, I don't know, questioning people, more by people, whatever. Like, it was like they let Demi. I don't know. I didn't like it. They spent too much time on it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ugh, this is so drawn out. Like, we get it.
I think this episode was better. Before we get into this episode, there's some reality news we should get into. So, Hannah B is it Hannah B? Mm-hmm. Hannah B is going to be on Dancing with the Stars. I guess that. And then in other news, former Bachelor Chris Soules was given a 2-year suspended sentence for the 2017 Iowa car crash that killed that 60-year-old man. Did you know that?
You know?
Yeah. So, yeah, he got... so he's in probation for 2 years and was only fined $625.
Wow, what a fucking slap on the wrist for killing somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But he has a pretty, lengthy, rap for, he's been pleaded guilty to drunk driving before. He's got a criminal record. I'm just like, how did you get on The Bachelor? Not my favorite. But the one
nobody's favorite.
Yeah, this sentence, he was facing up to 5 years in
he's
prison.
White, so he got a slap on the wrist.
But yeah, so there's that. And then, so Rachel, Lindsay, and Brian got married.
Was that for real? I saw that and I couldn't find any more pictures.
Yeah.
Her dress, it.
Yes, I didn't like it. You know, Lindsay's not my favorite. She was my favorite when her season started, but then I was like...
that slowly deteriorated.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just really not here for all this. But yeah, her and Brian got married, so best wishes to them. Yeah, she has photos. People magazine did an exclusive, so... Yikes. And then she posted from her Bachelorette... there's a couple people on people that have been on The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
I'm surprised more people didn't talk about it because...
Yeah, I mean, Ashley Iconetti posted something, but that was pretty much it. And then I guess Lindsay's bridesmaids were... she has Bibby tagged in her Instagram photo, but Bibby's not in the photo. So, but Alexis Waters was there. Astrid, who's dating Kevin, who I dated briefly. Christina's actually was a bridesmaid too, I guess. And also former Bachelorette JoJo and Jordan got re-engaged. So they're on their way to getting married, which I kind of thought they would be. They're doing a show together called Cash Bad, so I wasn't really super surprised about that. But yeah, so that's the news for in the Bachelor world. But yeah, let's get started on this episode. So we see Christina says she sees Tasia with Derek more than she does JPJ, which I think that's kind of just Christina stirring the pot a little bit. She says she doesn't, mean it offensively. But then Tasia starts questioning her relationship with JPJ.
He's just so goofy.
He really is goofy, and it's funny and it's cute, but it's kind of hard to take him seriously.
At all.
I mean, I definitely couldn't do it. And then so we see new girl Taejuan. I have it phonetically
spelled. She was on season for 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't even know what season she was on, and I was like, okay, she left the first night, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And now we know why, because she is a fucking freak.
Yeah, she's weird. She, went
on one date with John Paul Jones.
Yeah, and then
started immediately freaking out.
She started complaining before she even got there. She's like, I'm hot. I'm sweaty. Oh, my gosh.
And then she had, stuff in her mouth, and she was, spitting it out of her mouth.
Oh, when she was sitting there?
I was like, what the fuck?
She said it took her 4 plane rides and she lost her luggage. Okay, so, and so JPJ goes on a date with Tajuan first, and that's because Tasia tells JPJ to go on the date. And so basically
because she's trying to sneak up on Derek.
Yeah, I think she's kind of over the whole JPJ thing, and John Paul Jones was like, if you really want me to go on this fucking date, then I'll do it. I'm just like, oh my.
Bye.
So you can tell he's like kind of irritated with the whole thing.
I think John Paul Jones still really likes Tasia.
Yeah. But on his date with, I keep forgetting, Tajuan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so JPJ finally, I always like, get so mad that they don't eat the freaking food on the dates, and then literally like JPJ like sticks his fork in that food. I don't know what the fuck that was. That looked like food that had been sitting out for weeks. That was disgusting. I was like, ooh, that food looks suspect. Don't eat that. God. And he ate it, and like, ugh, like it did not look good. And then obviously like JPJ has a very weak stomach. He starts gagging.
I don't know why he was surprised.
I was sludge. Like, dude. I'm like, y'all don't have me throw up. Mm-hmm. And then a bat flies around on their date. Like, what? It
was really weird.
But apparently they started making out, and I was like, okay.
John Paul Jones say that he likes everyone. Well, the date was good. The second date was also good. Third date, also good. Very good.
In consensus, they were all really good.
The fuck?
But yeah, and so, yeah, Tajuan, yeah, they have a good date. And then, so back at the little, whatever, I don't know, little hula hut, whatever.
Hula hut.
Dean and Caelynn, I'm still surprised by Dean and Caelynn's matchup. Like,
no, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
You're not?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised by Dean and Caelynn. I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see Dean being with anyone. Like, not anyone. Just not specifically on the show. I don't see him with anyone on BIP.
I don't even know why he's here, to be perfectly honest.
I know. I don't either.
Because he's like a homeless person, and he's saying that. I don't know. He said to Caelynn, you'd be miserable. You'd be miserable being my girlfriend. Then why the fuck are you here?
And, like, Caelynn has all this doubt, and so Demi and Wells also are warning her, like, hey, like, yeah, he's a good guy, but...
Get your facts straight.
But, you need to be careful. And Demi says, be a bad bitch, and know what you want. And I was like, I really felt that. I'm just like, yes, like, just... Stop being, like, so, like, doubtful. Like, start acting like you know these facts. Like, you know who Dean is. Don't act like you don't know his story. And so Caelynn goes and talks to Dean. And that's when you said, he basically tells her, you'd be miserable if you were my girlfriend.
Then why are y'all together?
Exactly. And that's what Caelynn says. Like, why are you here then? Which I said.
She said... Caelynn said, well, he's basically saying this is going to be it after this is over. And that's why I'm like, I don't understand why Dean's here right now.
Me neither. Like, he's just here to have a good time and chill. Yeah. He's here to chill and have a good time. Which I told you, I was like, I had already listened to his podcast, and I was just like, and he was like, I just want to travel.
He's trying to get a check. Cut the check.
And be with his buddies and drink beer and whatnot. And he tells Caelynn, he's like, it's hard to, like, he's like, I don't see myself settling down. Like, I'm just this, like hippie guy, and I just want to, like, travel.
He needed a check. He was broke.
I guess so. I love Deanie babies. But
Dean, it's okay. We all need a check. Cut the check.
He got to pay for all those trips he goes on.
Gotta pay for gas in the van.
Yeah. Especially if you're living in it.
No.
But yeah, he basically tells her that it's gonna end here. If someone told me that it was gonna end here, like, I would not be pursuing him. I'd be like, if you're actually here for love, then you would not. You wouldn't. She would have just dropped it. But, like, I see.
Week, so
I know the logistics. The logistics. Like, you need a rose, but, like, after that, like, I mean, Dean's got to know that after he told her that, he's probably going to go home next week. Especially if some guy comes in and, like, Caelynn's really into him. So, yeah, I think Dean might be in trouble next week. But like I said, he's not ready for commitment, and he said that on his podcast. And you know what? I'm telling y'all on this podcast, Dean is not ready for commitment. But he's just that guy that, like, no one, like, I think he's more desirable because, like...
He's a hobo?
Well, no, because people can't lock him down. And then...
None more attractive than a homeless person.
Right? I'm loving those
That's
hobos.
what I want my men to look like. Almost, borderline homeless.
A hobo with a six-pack.
Every woman's dream.
And then Haley, one of the twins, twin shout out. So Haley's from Paradise, and she's from Ben Higgins' season, her and her sister.
I don't know why the hell she's still coming around on this show. Please
I mean,
stop.
Derek's still here.
I know,
There's a lot of people.
Have always been annoying in my opinion. I'm just like, girl, stop.
And Haley immediately comes down and was like, I want to go on a date with John Paul Jones and all this stuff, and takes him aside immediately and knows that he's like a goofy guy and that's what she's into. And then Taejuan is telling them that they're seagulls and like she's a pigeon, and I'm just like, what? Like, she is losing her mind. So JPJ and Haley go on the date. And
I don't know what the hell Taejuan.
then that's when she's doing like
pigeons and birds and calling Haley a pigeon. I'm so confused.
First of all, if someone called me a pigeon, you can catch these fucking hands.
Bread for the birds.
Bread for the birds. Oh my gosh, she was being so annoying, and then she was crying. She was like, "Stop being cute. I'll break that up." And I'm just like, oh
just
my.
Sitting in that little.
Just not being cute.
Half.
Like this
circle chair things.
This is why ABC can't have black people on this show.
Y'all be acting a whole damn mess.
Like,
a whole mess.
I was just like, wow, you're really ruining it for everyone. She's like eating oh my god, when she was eating the pasta in the pool.
Ew.
First of all, that's gross. I'm all about like, I mean, I'll eat a chip in the pool, but I'm not gonna bring my whole bowl of freaking pasta in there. Like,
you gotta be fucked up to be eating a whole meal by the poolside. Poolside meals brought to you by.
And then like it just continues. Yes, for real, it just continues through the night. Like JPJ and Haley, they have a nice like good. Oh, they have a date and like. That's what they bleeped out her butt, because I think they bleeped it out before he started touching her butt. After they were like he was like putting suntan lotion on her, and I think her bottoms went up her butt, and that's why they bleeped it out.
Because the lips fell out.
Stuff, ew.
The lips fell out.
That's so gross. But
cover up your lips.
Oh my god, John Paul Jones was like up in her booty crack. Like I was like, this is not family friendly.
Crack kills.
This just went from PG-13 to rated R real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and yeah, I don't know. They're kind of a good match. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of weird. But so they come back from the date, and Taejuan is like freaking out, crying.
Haley and John Paul Jones like definitely had a better date than
Taejuan. Yeah.
So I don't know, but I mean they kind of came in at a bad time.
Yeah,
it's guys have the roses, and then you got two new girls, and like John Paul Jones already likes Tasia, so it's kind of like everyone's kind of already linked up already. So it's like slim pickings. I don't think it's good for anyone coming in
this late.
Yeah, no. This late is like it's
which is funny because Haley and
11th hour.
Yeah, because Haley and Emily, when they were on Bachelor in Paradise last season, which I think they were with Dean and like all those people when all that stuff happened. Yeah. They came in so late too, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, JPJ basically was like, yeah, I'm pretty much more into Haley. That was a weird conversation. That did not go so well. I was like, well, JPJ just did not word it correctly. Like, he was stumbling over his words. I was like, dude, just spit it out. Just be like, yeah, I liked you. We had a good date. But hey, I'm more into Haley. That's all you gotta say, dude. That's it.
No, then we wouldn't have drama.
I think
feelings to yourself.
She
keep
was
them close until 5 minutes before a rose ceremony.
Lord. And then we go over. Let's hop over to Tasia and I don't know what I just said.
Derek.
Tasia and Derek. Yes.
I like them together.
I do too. Tasia.
I feel bad for Derek.
Tasia's saying she wants to pursue Derek.
Which is why she told John Paul Jones to go
fly away.
free.
Fly away, seagull.
Free with the pigeons and the seagulls.
It's so sad. Derek gets so emotional. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He feels like he should leave paradise.
No, Derek, stay
I know,
forever.
like, stay. And that's basically what Tasia says, is that
Just
you need to
cry
stay.
on Tasia's shoulder.
I know, and they're so cute. I like them as a couple. I'm here for these swirl couples that are happening. That we don't really have enough black people on Bachelor in Paradise.
I want some chocolate.
You know these white boys want some chocolate. Like, once you go black, you never go back. So they already know what it is. But yeah, they hug it out and they're being all cute and stuff. And I think Tasia kind of convinces Derek, like, hey, like, you should stay here and, like, you know, just see what unfolds, basically. Like, don't go home just yet.
But also give me your rose.
Yeah. I mean, Derek says that he's into Tasia. He was like, I'm extremely attracted to you. And I was just like, oh, I'm like, that's so cute. And it makes me think, like, they're just giving Derek, like, a really good, like, setup to be the Bachelor.
I would love for Derek to be the Bachelor. I could get on that train.
Yeah. I think they're just giving him such a good setup. You know, he's saying all the right things, doing all the right things.
As we previously discussed, we don't think that it's going to be Mike.
Yeah.
Because Homeboy cannot carry a storyline.
Every
he
week.
Is so boring. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
He's kind of gone to
bleed.
Yeah, he's kind of gone to the back burner. Like, he's with Sydney on
boring.
And I'm just like, okay, this makes no sense. I don't know if y'all are just picking each other to stay or if you actually have feelings for each other, but
They gave him not an ounce of camera time.
Oh no, they haven't given him.
He was still
here. None. Zip zilch. I'm just like, where? I'm like, Mike's still here?
Like, where is Mike?
Yeah, they're really giving it to Derek, the camera time.
Derek, Dean, and kind of Blake still.
Yeah.
We gotta go where the drama is.
So, yeah, people...
Katie and Chris are getting more fucking screen time than Mike.
I know. But yeah, so I think people are saying it's going to be Peter for Bachelor, but...
I think it's going to be Peter.
I would
love it to be Derek, but I think it's going to be Peter.
I don't really think people would be mad if it was Derek. Like, honestly, I was shocked when Ari was the Bachelor. I was like, what the heck?
Trash. Trash.
But yeah, so I'd be so happy. Honestly, I would rather see Derek than Peter. Like, I just think Peter's so... I mean, I think Derek is so cute.
I do think Derek. I mean, if I had to pick, I'd pick Derek.
Oh, I know, 100%. I'd pick Derek every freaking
the opposite
day.
Of what I want to happen is going to happen. So,
congratulations, Peter! You're our new Bachelor. So they're going into the rose ceremony now, and so
everyone's scrambling around.
Everyone's scrambling. Yes. So Christina and Blake, Blake talks to Caelynn first.
Yeah, and he's all like, "Oh yeah, we good."
Yeah,
and then
like,
Christina pops over and she's like, "Oh, can I talk to you for a hot minute?" Side note: Alexis has the same dress as the one that
shout out to White Fox Boutique because that's where I got it from, and I'm 99% sure that that's the same dress. I have it in this same color. So cute, but Christina's being like a little twat right now, so I'm just like
shady.
But yeah, Blake was like 100% I'm gonna give you your rose, we're good. And then Christina comes and basically is like, yeah, I saved your ass. And I'm like, oh, okay, no one told you to do that.
I know.
And so basically she's saying like, well, I saved you, like if you're not,
you need to save me.
Yeah. And I think that Christina just gets into Blake's head and he's like, well, you know, maybe I really don't like her as much as I think and I should just let her go. Mm-hmm. And Christina did me a solid. I'm going to do her a solid. Mm-hmm. I mean, I get that, but like...
So then he turns around and goes to Caelynn and is like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it.
Just
and Caelynn's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, on some fuckboy shit.
As usual, Blake is still trash. It's just in...
And Christina's being like, okay, so Christina went from being like...
She's being a little low-key manipulative.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she wants to get a rose and stay, but... Damn, girl.
You haven't made any connections with anyone.
Know, you're
and you got here like 3 weeks ago.
Lingering on Blake. It don't make no sense.
So yeah, Blake goes to Caelynn and tells her, yeah, you know, I don't know who I'm going to give my rose to after he just told her that she was the one she was going to give her the rose to. So I'm just like, God, like, damn, damn, Blake, like, you're just, things are just not looking great for you. And I honestly cannot wait for this reunion because people are just, I just know, like, people are just gonna go in on Blake. Like, he just does not look good this season, and it's not
what he deserves.
It's not good. I mean, that's
not a good
that's
look.
all there is to say. It's not good.
Do they do a reunion for Bachelor in Paradise?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yay. Oh, my little black heart skips a beat.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be good for him.
It's gonna be great for Stagecoach.
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Their publicist or whoever, their media manager is probably like, yes!
People are like, what is Stagecoach?
I know, I didn't even know what the hell it was. I was like, okay.
Apparently it's some country music
Yeah,
festival.
that's what I heard. I've never been.
So
if you've been to Stagecoach, please email us and tell us what it is and when it happens.
Is it like Coachella or is it like just like another music festival?
Is it on Coachella's level? I would love to know. If y'all want to email us at the Reality Twins.
Is there a lot of white people there?
At gmail.com. Yes, email us about that. And well, if it's a country concert.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It's probably going to be a lot of white people.
I'd rather scratch my eyeballs out. Literally dig my eyeballs out with hot spoons.
Side note, so Christian, the girl that Demi is dating, gets slightly upset that Demi and JPJ are like rolling around.
Jones, and I was like, girl.
I don't know if this is her attempt at like a storyline or something, or to get more camera time.
A dry ass storyline.
But I was like, I'm not taking the bait. This is stupid. Like, you need to stop. It's JPJ. Like Demi said, it's JPJ. Like, no one can take him seriously right now. Like, I was just like, wow. Like, you're insecure. I mean, I get it. Like, you just like rolled the dice with this girl that you don't really know that well. But like, seriously, like, you don't need to get butthurt over JPJ. Like, he's harmless.
He's not a threat.
So anyways, back to Dean and Caelynn. Caelynn is like freaking out, and Dean keeps tricking her, which he's been tricking her like these last couple of like weeks. Like, he'll be like, oh, like, just kidding, like, I'm gonna pick you, come over here, like, we're gonna talk, and like tricks her.
Like, what?
But yeah, Dean is like, come over here, and Caelynn's like freaking out. But it turns out it's Caelynn's birthday, and he just wants to sing her happy birthday. And I'm just like, wow, first of all, this girl's about to cry any minute. Like, she's just about to crumble and, like, freak out.
An unwarranted panic attack.
I know. Like, she's just, yeah. But yeah, so it looks like they're good, but who knows?
Wow.
Yeah, for now, I think they're okay, but I just don't think she's about that lifestyle. Like, she said, like, she hasn't even said, like, you know, like, yeah, like, I'm down for that lifestyle. Like, because Dean's like, I don't want to go to, like, fancy dinner parties and whatnot. I'm just like,
damn bad.
I'm like, because I was like, Dean, that's exactly what I want to do on a Saturday night, is go drink some wine at a dinner party and talk shit, probably. So, yeah, so then we have Chris versus Katie versus
Jen
Saf. And Chris is like, this is all pretty up in the air. And honestly,
I thought Katie fucked up.
Exactly. I don't feel bad for her. Like, you did this. You said that he should go on a date. And
really letting your man go off.
Yes, for real. And now you backpedaling and saying that, oh, I made a mistake. Like, I do really like him. Like, well, you shouldn't have said what you said. Mm-hmm. Because now he's like, this girl's not 100% about me. And I don't want to be with someone that's not 100% about me. Like, I feel that. I feel you, Chris. I would be like, well, you weren't speaking up earlier. Like, but you want to speak up now? And Chris is like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You need a rose.
But yeah, he's definitely like playing the field, talking to Jen Sav.
I still don't know who the fuck Jen Sav is.
Me neither. It's, yeah. But he's basically telling her it's kind of like a little too late and he doesn't know. But yeah. And that was, yeah, it's all up in the air. There was a lot
I really didn't know what was going to happen tonight.
Me neither. Wow. They're going into this rose ceremony, and you know there's so many people scrambling.
Like 13 girls and 8 guys.
Yeah, and so we start the rose ceremony off, and
Who goes first?
Chris Harrison comes in and he says he's gonna change the rules. The only thing he did was let Demi hand out a rose, which I think is stupid. This is dumb. I really
just exclude them from the whole thing.
I know, basically, like, they're not even like real contestants at this point. Like, I just don't understand. And honestly,
I wish they would just send them home.
Me too.
Hopefully they come to this conclusion on their own, because I'm tired of this.
I know, like, I love Demi and Christian, but I don't think they should be here.
Mm-mm.
Like, y'all obviously have picked each other. You're not going to not pick each other, especially after this whole long monologue that Christian gave about trusting Demi, and then this whole thing with Derek. Like, they should have just left. And so the fact that Chris Harrison is letting Demi, like, hand out a rose, I think is just stupid.
No one else would get to do that.
And I think that it's just because of, like, they're trying to be, like, like, showing, like, all different kinds of relationships. But it's, like,
I don't even care about that.
Yeah.
But, like, whatever, that's great, that's fine. But they're the only same-sex couple, so it's, like...
And
this is not a surprise what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like, I don't care that they're a same-sex couple.
Like, are you the one right now? They're doing the gender fluid people, so, like, that makes sense. This doesn't make any fucking sense.
Especially because Christian is not a part of Bachelor Nation.
Yeah!
It would be...
doesn't even go here!
Yeah, get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. But, it would make more sense if she had been on a season of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or Bachelor in Paradise, but she hasn't. And people are going to be like, well, Ashley I's sister was on Bachelor in Paradise. But that was like 5 years ago. Yeah, but Ashley I's sister was on Bachelor in Paradise with her, which was also very weird.
That is weird.
So they've tried this before, and it
don't work.
I just don't think it works, and I just don't think that they should be here. I think they're happy. They should leave.
We're not trying to sound like haters.
We're not.
Think they've spent a lot of time on the relationship, and I think they should have just, like, sent them somewhere else. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I just think that's...
Don't come at me. I'm not a fucking hater.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if you come at me. You can come for me. I don't care. I just don't think they should be here. I think they know that they like each other, and they should have left.
Yeah.
And go figure out they need to go figure out their own situation, because it's still kind of rocky. And so after that, obviously we have the people that, who they're going to choose, like
Hannah and Dylan.
Mike chooses Sydney.
Yeah. Dean chooses Caelynn.
Yeah.
Clay chooses
Nicole. And then we get to Blake.
Ooh!
So I thought, this is Lexi talking, I thought Blake, I guess I just put too much faith in him, because I really thought he was going to pick Caitlyn. Mm-hmm. And he straight up was like, Christina. And I was like, wow, you really did that to her, didn't you? Like, you're such a little fuckboy.
Honestly, if I was Christina and I gave Blake a friendship rose, I would expect one back. I'd be like, I saved your ass last week. You need to give me one too. So I
give it back to me.
I knew he was going to give it to her.
And then Derek picks Tasia, which upsets JPJ.
Yes. I think that's where the fight is going to happen.
Yeah, I do think that too.
I'm excited.
I don't know why Derek and JPJ didn't have a conversation. You would think that JPJ and Derek...
Because Tasia had a conversation with John Paul Jones. And said, go explore other things, and I'm going to do the same.
But like a bro code thing? Like, wouldn't you like... I'm kind of surprised they didn't show, like, Derek...
Derek is in an emotional state right now.
I know. He doesn't need to be making these kind of decisions. But yeah, I thought...
He didn't go after Tasia, though.
That's true. Tasia went after him. And it's guys' weeks.
So sit the fuck down.
Yeah. And then JPJ obviously picks Haley. I was not surprised by that at all. And then Chris picks Katie.
Oh, yeah. I kind of had a feeling that he wasn't, because I was like, "Ooh, this girl fucked up."
I thought Chris was definitely gonna pick Katie.
Jen's gonna swoop on up in here and get this rose.
Yeah, I thought Chris was gonna pick Katie, even though like he was like, I don't know, like you really messed up, and I thought she messed up too. But before, like once we got into that rose ceremony, I was like, man, I think he's gonna pick Katie. Like he's super into her. I think he was super into Jen too, but I think he was just into Katie more.
I had my doubts.
But yeah, So yeah, that was pretty much it. And so Taejon went home, and then
Taejon, Caelynn, and Jen Sav. Three girls.
You know, that ends your time here in paradise.
Taejon and Haley were there for literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just like last time, Taejon. Bye.
And then
Bye.
Yeah, and Christina's being, like, super rude about getting the rose, too. Like, I honestly, if I was there, like, I wouldn't be okay with that. Like, I don't know. I see it from both sides. I'm just kind of conflicted.
These cameras would have to edit the fuck out of me because I'd be throwing a straight up fit.
Christina's just being...
I've been like, get the fuck out of my face. Beep, beep, beep.
Christina's just being manipulative, and she's not being very kind about it. But I think that's because her time last time was so tainted by Dean and that whole situation. She really was, like, coming in hot. Like, no one's gonna step all over me. Like, people perceived her as weak. And so she was like, no, like, I'm gonna be that bitch, and I'm not gonna let anyone walk over me, and I'm gonna call the shots, which is good for her, but, like, it's kind of going in, like, not a great direction. Like, I think people are gonna perceive her as being a manipulative bitch. And, I don't think Christina cares either. Like, that's...
No. She gave him a friendship rose, and he gave her one back.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Some of her comments are like, man, but
yeah.
She's trying to give her a fucking rose.
But she hasn't even found any connections, so it's like, you better hurry up and find a connection. You can't be going back and forth with Blake for the rest of the season. But yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode, and then tomorrow we see Caelynn, Crystal and Chris's wedding, and then the end of this episode we see Caelynn and Dean having a combo.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's gonna end badly.
This will end in tears.
Yes, and then we have Crystal and Chris's wedding. That's gonna be televised, and then we have Clay and Angela. Will have Angela, who Clay was dating. They hooked up outside the show, I think, after Bachelor in Paradise. Yeah, so, but Angela is I don't know if she's a bridesmaid in Crystal's wedding or if she's just invited. She had a dress on that looked like she
was
might
walking down the aisle like
oh, then she was a bridesmaid. Okay. So, yeah, we'll see if we may or may not do another episode tomorrow, y'all. It just depends on how much of we see of the wedding. But yeah, I mean, if we do decide to do another episode tomorrow, y'all know that we will let you know. But yeah, now we gotta watch Below Deck. We're so excited.
Spoiler alert, you have 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Chef Ben is back.
Ben's back.
Ben.
So we're excited.
So we're about to go watch Below Deck, man.
But yeah, that's our show, and everyone have a good night. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.